what building up, I guess?
The tension, when he said that he was coming to campus, we immediately went to administration and said that this event cannot happen because immediately students and faculty began receiving death threats, and so our safety was immediately questioned. And so we brought that before administration, and the president still decided to allow this event to happen. So we were reclaiming our space because as students here on this campus, we pay our tuition and fees, and this is our space, and we're supposed to feel safe. This is supposed to be a safe environment for us, and it has not been. Just by his supporters, throwing punches and shoving students here at this university. This is our space. A man showing up on campus with a shotgun, and these are things that we knew were going to happen, and reported this to the president, and he did nothing about it. And so we are now demanding the resignation of President Covino because he does not care about the safety of the students here on campus.
Has he tried to reach out to anyone at this time?
Who?
President Covino.
He has not, and so we're staying here until he does respond. We're waiting for a response.
How long do you think you'll plan to continue staying?
Until he responds.
So as long as it takes, you will be up here.
Until he responds.
Sleeping, eating, breathing.
Until he responds.
Wow. Do you expect that maybe classes may be canceled? There will be an effect tomorrow for us?
I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but we just need a response from him. We would like for him to acknowledge, give some type of feedback on the event today that transpired, on what happened to his students on this campus. We would like to hear from the president, but no email, no presence from him, nothing. And so we feel at this point he absolutely does not care, and he's continuing to show us that he does not care.
How do you feel about the fact that Ben is somebody that's very conservative and stuck to his ways?
I am not against freedom of speech. I'm not against, our students are not against freedom of speech. We are against hate speech. And Ben Shapiro is entitled to any opinion that he has. Nobody is going to argue that. We are all entitled to our own opinions and to whatever we believe to be facts, and that's okay, even if we disagree with that. What is an issue is when that so-called free speech becomes hate speech, and that incites violence. That is what our issue is. Not that we would have willingly had an open debate with him, because we're very confident that our values and our ideas would have won. But when that turns into something that is hate, when that becomes hate speech and speaks against our safety, and all of a sudden violence is incited by not us, but by your supporters, people who don't even attend the school, that's when it becomes an issue.
Absolutely. And just one last question. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure.
What do you know about this club that brought him here? What can you tell us about them?
I really don't know much about the club. I know YPF or something like that, but the club themselves, I don't know much about them. I've seen where the people, their followers, have also been inciting violent language, violence, talking about coming up to the campus with guns and stuff like that, and supporting Shapiro in that, and using what he's saying, his antics, to aid them and why they would incite violence, etc.
Did you actually see violence happen?
I sure did.
Can you just tell us about that a little bit? What did you see?
His supporters were trying to enter the theater, and they began shoving the students that were there. One particular gentleman started throwing punches at the students that were standing in the immediate surroundings. And I mean, that's pretty much what happened. And everybody was trying to get that gentleman away because he was hurting, and he was in our space again, and he was taken away from our safety.
Did you say you saw a shotgun or somebody bring a rifle?
6 of the students. I was not one of those students, but 6 of the students did see a white male walking across the campus with a shotgun, and the police were around and did nothing about it.
Maybe he was an officer.
He was not an officer.
He was not.
It was very clear that he was not.
How did you feel about yourself? Did you feel scared, or what did you feel like?
Honestly, I've been anxious all week, knowing that this type of presence was going to be on our campus. I feel as a student I should feel safe on this campus because this is a space where I'm here to learn. I'm here to be educated. I should not feel like my space is violated and like I have to be worried about my safety. Should not have to feel like that. And so, yeah, of course, I felt, there's still, I don't know who's lingering around outside. So there is still that.
Okay, so you're not going to right. And of course, did you see any injuries? I think you mentioned somebody was punching in the your location. Did anybody, in fact, get taken away?
The only person that treated no, but people were saying where they had been hurt and saying that they had got hit in the face and stuff like that, but nobody.
Thank you so
We got
much
your
for
name
your
and spelling
time.
your name too?
Yes. Yeah.
Also, the campus police almost ran over a student, and that was caught on video.
Really?
Yeah.
Who has the video?
I do.
You do? Oh my gosh, can we get that from you?
I'm willing to sell it.
You're willing to sell it?
Okay,
So,
send it to
yeah,
us.
so for ours,
there's so much for
if you can send it, we won't use it, of course, until you tell us what you want. But you do have to send it first, and they'll ask you how much you want, and then they'll go from there. So I'll give you the email and the number, and then they'll stay in contact with you so that they can use it, and then they can give you what you asked for. Okay? So do you want
Or do you want to just take down my email?
Okay, because before they buy something, they have to see it.
Okay.
So I would have to give you the email so that you can send it, and I can tell them somebody's sending a video. She would like to get compensated for it.
I also have a video of one of Ben Shapiro's supporters getting violent with the crowd and then pretending to be thrown to the ground.
So any video that you have, I'll give you the email right now. We won't use it unless you allow us, and therefore if you want compensation.
Do you have a business card? You can write it on.
I don't have any. I don't have it with me, but we would need it for like the next newscast, which is going on right now. So, and then for the 11 o'clock. So I'll give you the email.
I don't have anything to write it on.
Do you have a texting? Can I text you the email address?
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna mute the volume.
You're going to send that?
Yeah.
So all she has to do is email me.
Right.
And they'll pick it.
Yeah. That's
You guys
I'm
can
giving her
negotiate
the
the
email
price.
right now. Yeah. So you do have to physically send it, and they'll ask you how much you want for it.
Okay.
And then you'll go from there. But they do need to see it before they can give you compensation.
Of course.
Yeah. They just want to know what you're doing. But they're asking for it as soon as possible. So if you have the time to send it from your phone at this time, that way they can get to you right away and use it as soon as possible and figure out the rest in between. Okay? Okay? Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Patty.
Patty. Nice to meet you. I'll let them know that you'll be sending it.
Okay, thanks. Hey guys, for those of you just tuning in, we're live here at Cal State LA. We're here on the 8th floor of the administration building. The students here have staged a sit-in, and they have announced that they will be staying here in the administration building until the president of the university speaks with them. They brought more food.
So here's some nice, the peanut butter, the jelly broke all the way up.
So you guys, earlier there was a student waiting outside where the university president's car was parked, and they were going to prevent the president from driving away in his car. But the university police came and said that the president had already left, and then the university police began driving the president's Lexus out of the driveway, and one gentleman was laying down in the driveway, then they tried to drive the car around where he was lying down, and there was not enough space for the car to drive around him. They nearly hit him, and that's on video on Ustream. It's to the right of the screen you're watching now. It's the second video down that's archived. And like I told ABC, I am willing to sell it to them. And I think when the cops fuck up and there's video, I will sell it to the media. So you guys, I'm probably going to stop streaming shortly because I still have tons of video that I'm still trying to upload. But I will come back live now and then whenever things are happening. Hey, Brad, what's up?
Because I had some questions. Okay. I can speak for you. No, it's not that. I think we're just holding on to the Samsung. This little thing right here. Yeah. Like 2 hours ago. Oh, okay.
Hey, you guys, I also have a video that's coming up on YouTube later. One of Ben Shapiro's supporters was forcing his way through the crowd, and he threw himself down on the floor. I guess maybe he wanted to make it look like he was knocked to the floor, but from my video, it's pretty apparent that he threw himself down on the floor. So that video is currently uploading to YouTube. My upload speed is pretty damn slow, so sometime tonight that should be up there on my YouTube.
Well, that's the case. He did it a long time ago.
But as you can see, it's pretty boring right now. Earlier there was dancing and disco lights and music. But right now it's just kind of calm.
Well, not really. Why did you do that? I told you.
He doesn't want to talk to us face to face. Then he can give us, he can write us an email and give us his response. We're asking for his resignation because clearly we feel that the president of this university does not care about our seat. And it's been made apparent. That's all.
Who's right there?
So I appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. You don't even know me. I'm sorry that you have to meet under these circumstances. It's okay. It's not ideal. You know, life happens. It does. This happens. Yeah. But we are going to communicate what you said. Mm-hmm. That's what we want. Give us a response. He has my email. Trust me.
No, I know he does.
Trust me. You should have mine. Okay. Thank you.
Well, saying that to say it, you don't like that one, do you? Okay, good. So I'm going to walk down and relay that out.
Okay.
And I'll call you back up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, John. So this is kind of ironic, right? We've been up here since what, 3:30? The president somehow snuck out around 5:45 and avoided coming to speak with us. So he sent 2 of his people to come and tell us the president's not here.
Because of the coward?
Listen here. We are not leaving until we receive a response from the president. How could he be here at 3:30? And are we his students? Does he not run a university that we pay? We pay his salary.
Basically.
Do we not pay his salary?
Yes, we do.
So he could take 2 minutes to come and address the fact that an event occurred on campus that harmed students both physically and emotionally. He could not come and address the fact that a man walking across campus with a shotgun today did not get arrested.
6 witnesses too.
We are not leaving this place until we get a response from President Covino. If he doesn't want to face us, fine, but at least acknowledge the fact that this event happened and give us an answer. And that could be through email, that's fine, but stop avoiding us. That's it.
Media coordinator or anything?
Hey, so Torg. I believe that the building is locked, but people have been able to come and go. But I don't know if that will continue to be the case or not. I don't know. So the doors are locked so that you cannot come in from the outside, but you can leave the building.
If I want something, come to me.
Like I said, purple light swastikas. I don't know.
Does anybody feel like talking at all? Explaining anything?
There are media point people over there. The person who just spoke would be one of them.
He spoke to her already. Or no, not to him.
I think they're media point people.
Our person before me. Okay, so
they're media point people. Okay.
How long have you guys been here since?
Since 3 o'clock?
3.
Started like around 12.
Around noon today?
But in this building since like 3.
Yeah, this building is.
Who are you with?
Liam. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm good. So, Liam's in our LIK.
He's wearing a suit. It made me nervous.
Yeah, we were
Wearing the clothes are making me nervous. Like, I thought you were with the other.
No, I know. I look like it. Right?
I gave him a lot of shit for that. I'm not gonna lie. It's ironic giving him I'm pretty looking tall.
Yeah. More dressed than I am.
We all have our roles.
Thank you so much.
It's just, what I can do. I'm not exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some people commenting. Yeah, there's different kinds of people commenting too. That's I was live streaming with the cops almost ran over that guy too. And then I also have a video of one of those guys who were advocating.
So you want the full overview?
I saw the basic thing that happened.
So basically, Shapiro was supposed to come to sanction the cooking of the president's son.
Did he grab his dad and
Yeah, I saw that.
Shapiro said he's coming anyways.
wow.
And the university sort of was like, well, we're helpless to stop them, so we will provide security for them.
So it's on Ustream.tv.
On which one?
Ustream.tv. And then /channel and then /PM viewers.
Okay. Let me make sure I get that.
It's a lot to remember, but if you just remember PM viewers, you'll probably find it.
Okay.
So it's PM like a night, viewers like a six-pack. That's my Twitter, my Instagram, and everything. And
Y-O-U or U? Letter U?
Letter U.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so it was like violence. One guy like he got injured.
I got it all.
So there's all these attempts like being violent. And kind of got out of control right at the end again.
Oh, this must not be in right.
Unsafe conditions that he created. Pretty much the whole thing. I mean, a little time.
That's the problem.
Oh, there's that part about this. There's a very young woman who's struggling.
What am I doing now?
Oh, you have to do channel?
Go to this first.
You know what? I don't know if you can get there from your phone. Okay. Unless you have the Ustream app.
I don't. Alright, so then I'll just write it down.
Or you know what? If you just go to my Twitter, you can find it on my Twitter. Okay. So it's PM Beers.
Years. I'm also spelling it wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, you guys, there's a bunch of YouTube videos that are still uploading, and there's a bunch of videos I haven't uploaded yet, but I think all of the really critical stuff is on its way uploading now. Okay.
There's ever a chance to force somebody out?
Yeah, I mean, I just saw that movie. Documentary about the criminal actor. Yeah. I didn't know if I should bring guns with me. Yeah.
Oh no, I have power. Why is it not working?
Yeah, I just told my dad. There's a guy at campus. Okay. I found out. Sounds like a good idea.
feel what was happening around like 2. I was like, shit, should I go home or should I
I'm currently not doing it, by the way. I was thinking about joining on
Are you going to send it?
I don't think I got the text. Did you text me already?
Yeah, I sent it. But there's like no internet and like signal in here. I don't know if it's the building, but it's really simple.
You guys, I'm gonna stop streaming right now, and I'll be back in a little while whenever something more happens.